Everybody, this is Calvin. I also go by Kunatics, and this is the Innovative Dream Podcast. I'm here with
OlympusGamingTV. You already know. What up, y'all?
What's going on? What's going on, Olympus Gaming? How's everybody doing today? I know it's the start of a new year. Yes, we're still in the pandemic. It's rough out here. But look, on a good note, we should have found new ways to entertain ourselves, during this pandemic time, whether or not it's gaming, whether or not it's writing, starting a business, or, just other little trinkets you can find and you can do yourself. Olympus Gaming.
What up?
What do you do?
What do? I do a little bit of everything, man. If you're talking about with gaming and whatnot, I stream, I create content on YouTube, I do reviews. I'll be on Instagram, Twitter, now Clubhouse. I'll be all over the place.
You're on Clubhouse too?
I'm on Clubhouse.
I'm on there. I was going to ask you if you wanted a link.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
For Clubhouse. I haven't really found a use for Clubhouse though. I was thinking of maybe doing like small discussions like this on Clubhouse. But I also want to maybe use Clubhouse to promote like my comics. I write comics and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I feel like people are using Clubhouse just to like solve boredom nowadays. They're not really.
It's a little bit of that.
I don't know what the purpose is designed for. I know it like simulates some type of like online chat form, like how they had back in the early 2000s. But what do you use it for?
Honestly, it's a really good place to build, man. Outside of doing the gaming thing, I do work in consumer electronics. So just talking to people who are in the industry and just talking to entertainment industry folks and people from all walks of life, people are really connecting on Clubhouse, man. From a professional standpoint, I definitely think it's up there with like the LinkedIn's and all that, where you can just speak with like-minded people. So yeah, of course you're gonna have that BS element. That's always gonna be a case with any new social platform. But if you can kind of weed through all that, you can easily find something to build upon. So it's good stuff.
Let me ask you this: with Clubhouse, like if you were to make a Clubhouse chat room, right? You were to make a Clubhouse chat room with like just yourself. You go in, you talk about streaming, you talk about gaming, you talk about what you do with consumer electronics. Do people just join, or you have to join with people?
So you can make a private room, you can make a public one, however you want to do it. So if you make a public one, it's going to pop up on the feed or whatever, and people can kind of pop in and out whenever they feel like it. Or you can make like a private room and you can just invite people to join in. So kind of go both ways.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad ordeal, man. I mean, that's something like fairly anybody could do. I might actually be getting on it a lot more.
It's a good app, man. I thought to myself when I got the invite, I was like, whatever. But when I started using it more, I was just like, this is it.
I asked a friend if you want. I actually asked my Discord chat, if anybody wanted any Clubhouse links, and someone said, I do not want to hear anybody on Clubhouse talk about stuff that they don't know what they're talking about.
That's a fact. You're gonna find some of that too. But like I said, it's a balancing act, man. You're gonna find the BS. You're gonna see rooms of substances. You just gotta weed through it all, man. Eventually, you'll find something that clicks. So
okay. So I'm gonna ask you this, and it's a big question right now. What games are you playing?
Ooh, what games am I playing? All right,
it's because like every week I see you post like you're playing a new game, and I'm like, damn, it takes me a long time to complete one game.
So obviously I got the Sega hoodie on right now. So right now I am running through the Yakuza series. That right now is my go-to. I just wrapped up Yakuza.
The original, or you're playing like every single Yakuza
all of
game?
Them, from Yakuza 0 all the way up to Like a Dragon. So right now just
are you playing on just one console, or are you going back to Sega? You're going back to PlayStation?
Oh no, they're all on PS4 right now. So you can get Yakuza 1 through 7 all on PS4, PS5. So Sega made them all available. Yeah.
Okay. So what type of what made you start streaming? Like what's your fulfillment from streaming?
Honestly, outside of work, one of the things I like to do in my spare time is play video games. So I was like, you know what? Why not do it live and just talk to like-minded people and talk to people about what I'm playing? I mean, I'm sitting up here playing anyway. Might as well turn the camera on and get to streaming. So yeah, it was just something I always kind of wanted to do as well. So I said, let me try my hand with it. And I ended up really liking it and just kept going with it. So
okay. So
I don't really have like a crazy backstory. Like, I started streaming out of.
I mean, I don't even have a backstory, for my podcast. I don't have a backstory for my stream.
Exactly, it's just something that you want to do. Just as
because it's funny because I actually started streaming in 2017. And my first game I was streaming was Destiny 2 when it first came out. And I made Twitch affiliate.
There you go.
And right after I made Twitch affiliate, and I did this all from playing on the PlayStation. I didn't have any streaming setup. I didn't have nothing. And then I started trying to build a streaming setup using my laptop. The quality was sucky. I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom, and nobody was really watching. So I kind of gave up a little bit.
That's the mistake right there.
That's the mistake. But it's just a matter of I didn't really feel. I guess I wasn't confident. There was no confidence in my streaming abilities. But then I started picking up streaming last year, and I was on it heavy. But I also find lately that the more you stream, the more it takes away from other things that you want to do.
That is true too.
Because gaming is not a cheap hobby.
No.
You know,
as you see, no.
And I'm just like, because I'm recently out of school. I work in tech. I'm a data engineer.
Same. Nice.
And I guess my money now is going towards bills and loans and all this other stuff that I have to do to live a normal life. But where does my money go towards being a streamer? You know what I mean? Because as a gamer, we usually buy one game a month and then play GTA. And then,
speak for yourself.
I'm saying if you weren't streaming,
right,
you wouldn't be putting as much into the actual craft of gaming. Now that I've been streaming, I'm like, whoa, I want to go play the entire Final Fantasy. I went and bought Chrono Cross for PlayStation 1. I went and bought Final Fantasy 8. What was that?
Final Fantasy 10. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, see, I went and bought Final Fantasy 8, and I went and bought I got Tekken 2, all for the PlayStation 1.
All right.
And I, pulled my PlayStation 1 out the shell, found an HDMI cord that I can hook up to it off on Amazon. And I want to really start getting into that and playing it.
As you should, yeah.
But it's like, man, I wish there was 48 hours in a day.
Like they said, that if you really want something, you'll find time for it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It's 20. We all share the same 24 hours. So even if you can squeeze 30 minutes in here, 30 minutes in there, the fact that you're doing it consistently is all that really matters. So.
And I'll say that's the tip of the day, everyone. If you love something, if you'll find time passionate about something, you'll find time for it.
Mm-hmm.
So how did your love for streaming translate into YouTube?
So actually the YouTube thing came first.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I always, so with my background working in sales, I have the gift of gab. I like to talk. I like to present. I like to, put stuff together, whatever. And, I was always very opinionated when it comes to video games. So I always look at things very critically, not just video games, but movies as well. I always look at things very critically. Like, you know what? I watch all these guys on YouTube, whether it's Some Call Me Johnny, Pro Jared, so on and so forth. Like, I can do that too. So, luckily with my background, I already knew how to use Final Cut Pro. I already had all the equipment ready to go. And I just, copped a Blue Yeti and just went at it. So,
okay.
There's a lot that goes into YouTube though. There's a lot. Twitch is definitely, Twitch and YouTube are two separate beasts. But
oh yeah, they are because it's easier to use Twitch, but YouTube, and I started trying to tackle YouTube too. I got goals for this year where I'm trying to I can't do it this month, but starting next month, I want to do 15 videos a month.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
That's a lot.
Because I want to do 5 videos for my podcast on my podcast channel. And then I want to also have 10 other videos, whether or not it's gaming or whether or not it's talking about my indie comic.
Okay.
All
right.
So with that, I actually want to do series of either playing Pokemon or playing old retro games or playing games on Nintendo Switch. Because, I also found that playing games on PS5, I actually really enjoy those. And it's not like I don't enjoy the other games. I really get sucked in where sometimes you see yourself playing and you don't want to talk.
That's the kind of the thing you run into with like single player games. Yeah,
Exactly.
You definitely get really immersed into it, and you just really want to like pay attention. And that's why I think the benefit of doing reviews on YouTube comes in. Like I can really kind of sit down and like analyze each and every part of a certain video game. I'm doing that with the Yakuza series now, and I'm just like I'm picking up stuff I would have never picked up if I was streaming this on Twitch. So
Exactly.
some games are better suited for like the review commentary style. Some games are better suited for Twitch and for the entertainment factor. So you just gotta pick which games fit best for what.
Okay. So I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna ask you this.
Okay.
Based off of what you know about the new games coming out this year, what would you say would be the best game of 2021? This is just a prediction.
Okay. I have a few. So hopefully Bayonetta 3 comes out this year. That is one of the games I am looking the most for is Bayonetta 3. I love the hell out of Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2 is one of my favorite games of all time.
I actually watched someone stream the first one, I think.
Yeah, the first one recently got re-released on Xbox One and PS4. So a lot of people are kind of hopping on it now. But Bayonetta 2 was exclusive to Nintendo. Yeah, because Nintendo actually funded Bayonetta 2 or helped fund it.
That's why she's on Super Smash?
Yeah. So it's kind of like a joint venture between Sega and Nintendo from the way that I see it. But no, Bayonetta 3, if they took everything that I love about Bayonetta 2 and just amplified it on the Switch, it's gonna be out of here. Like I think Bayonetta 3 has the potential to be game of the year. Maybe Ratchet and Clank.
Really? Ratchet and Clank? You think so?
Mm-hmm. Just seeing from a technical standpoint, seeing what Insomniac can do with the PlayStation hardware, and now that they're exclusively under the PlayStation umbrella, I think from a technical standpoint, Ratchet and Clank is going to be crazy. I mean, if you look at like Miles Morales and Spider-Man Remastered,
I mean, it's like
I love Ratchet and Clank. I love.
I literally took me 2 days to be Miles Morales, and that's short, with working in between. You know what I mean?
Well, Miles Morales was like a tech demo. I think they did that just to kind of showcase what the PS5 is capable of.
Yeah, I think it was. Because I was like, when you said Insomniac, I was like,
yeah.
I don't know. Miles Morales is kind of short.
Ratchet and Clank, man, that game from a tech, even on the PS3, like the things they were pulling off in that game. PS2, Man, Ratchet and Clank is my joint, man. I can't.
I remember playing as a kid, endless hours. Thanksgiving Day, just playing Ratchet and Clank all day. It's my brother.
I have high hopes on the Microsoft side. I have high hopes for Halo Infinite. Halo has kind of been up and down. I really love Halo 2 and 3. Like those are my babies right there. I played so much Halo 2 and 3.
I played so much Halo. Man, we probably played each other online back in the day.
Probably.
Probably. I used to love because it was funny because
God, that game was so good.
Halo 2 I had on the Xbox, the original Xbox, and my brother, I used to play with him all the time. Like we were so it was just, now that I think about it, I couldn't do it now. How we played, we just played against each other, and then my other cousins would bring their controls over, and then it'd be 4-player, and I'm just like, how did we just play all on one screen?
I didn't really do that because back in the day I had Xbox Live. That's when Microsoft was really kind of pushing the Xbox Live thing.
Well, we had Xbox Live for the 360.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you didn't have it for the original Xbox?
No, we didn't even know about it back then. But we
ahead of the curve there.
That's what I'm saying. For the 360, we had Xbox Live for Halo 3, and it was crazy. I remember. My brother had the 360. I didn't have the 360. And we used to get on Halo 3, and I used to be like the second player of his online. Yeah, I used to have the number on the side.
That's right.
And whenever we got on, man, we used to go around, just smack people up. I used to throw stickies in the air. I used to hit people.
That's what it was about, man.
Go there and just teabag people.
Then Halo 4 came out. I was just like, Then Halo 5.
Halo 5 was horrible.
Halo 5 was lukewarm. Like I kind of got in a couple matches here and there.
But I played the story. I got the Xbox One just because of Halo 5. I played the story, and this was like 6-7 years ago almost. When Halo 5 came out, because I was in undergrad back then. But all of it's great, man. I just can't wait for Halo Infinite. Like when they released that trailer,
I'm optimistic.
I'm optimistic. That's the word. I'm optimistic. But I feel like the game of the year, and I'm biased because I was a super Horizon Zero Dawn fan.
Ooh, I gotta finish that. Still gotta finish it.
You still gotta finish.
I have it. I have the Frozen. What is it? The Frozen World DSC and all that. I just need to just break down and play it. I mean, I did finish Ghost of Tsushima last night, so that's done. But now my next PlayStation game is going to be probably Horizon. Try to get that off the backlog.
I didn't even finish that game, and I've been playing it since like, damn, I got it on my birthday, and I still haven't finished it. That's August.
Yep, got it right here.
I didn't play it because I just saved his uncle, and after I saved his uncle, then I just like, all right, I'll put it to the side for a little bit.
Yeah,
if you more gameplay is after the uncle gets saved.
It's quite a bit, but I mean, honestly, if you focus strictly on the story, the game is not that long. I think where I got hung up at is I just kept getting distracted doing the side stuff. Liberating different, areas and doing like the side, tales and all that. If you're doing all of that, it's gonna be a lot longer. But if you just simply focus on the story, you'll be done.
Okay, yeah. So the reason why I'm probably taking longer is because I'm doing side missions.
That's why. Yeah, I was making that same mistake too.
Because I don't like to get trashed in games. I'm getting destroyed by these big barrier dudes, and I'm just like, you know what? I got to do these side missions to level up. So that's that's why. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna switch over real quick. We're gonna finish talking about games after this one last question.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Cyberpunk 2077 recalls?
Honestly, usually with big AAA games like that, you always kind of gotta, especially nowadays, you kind of gotta look at them as if they're not gonna be. And it's unfortunate to say, but a lot of these big open world AAA titles, high budget games, usually they always come out with some form of the game being broken. Am I shocked? No, because it seems like the fans kept bothering CD Projekt Red and releasing this game. Please release it. They're like, okay, we're gonna give you what you want, but it's not gonna be done.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally wasn't looking forward to Cyberpunk, so the news didn't really affect me that much, but I have a lot of friends who were looking forward to it, and they were really upset about that. So.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends who were looking forward to it too, and once they got out, I was almost about to buy it, to be honest. They said that there was no issues with the game on PS5, but there were issues with the game on PS4 because PS4 probably didn't have enough to handle it.
Well, the thing about that is they were developing this for 12 years, and when they were developing it,
12 years.
That's what they say. And at the end of the life cycle for the PS3 and 360, that's when they started development on Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, is this their first project?
No, because they did Witcher 3.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, they did Witcher 3, but the team that's making Cyberpunk, is it the same team?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know if they have a B team or something like that, but
yeah, because I'm saying
I don't know about that.
If this person came with their story and they started developing a game, I mean, games take very long to develop. I actually, kickstarted a game. I was gonna say about the beginning of last year.
Yeah, and
they're just now, trying to go out and do their beta testing. And they said
it takes a lot.
Developing for 3 years now.
It takes a lot.
It's a monster catcher.
But yeah, I mean, if you've been developing this big game for this long, where you were developing this way before PS4 and Xbox One was a thing, so
yeah,
you had this long to kind of play around with this hardware, and it comes out like this. I mean, what can you do? But hopefully they patch it up. They get, and that's another reason I don't buy games day one. I kind of like to wait and see what the reviews are saying. I like to make sure they patch everything out before I kind of hop in, unless it's Nintendo. Nintendo gets the pass, but.
Yeah, Nintendo, they don't have any disappointments.
Not really. No, they're kind of old school in their approach.
I haven't heard any disappointments regarding Nintendo games. There hasn't been no issues with the hardware.
The hardware. They got that Joy-Con drift thing going on.
Well, I have that. I have that myself. That's why I
don't have that. Not yet.
So I it's bad. You know what I mean? I actually had to just to buy this. I had to buy this controller right here.
Is that the Power 8 controller?
Yeah.
How was that? I thought about buying one because I have a Pro controller.
It's pretty good. The only thing is that I guess my issue is my TV's low far.
Okay.
So I'm not sure whether or not if your setup is different. I think it's useful. It's just that some games aren't compatible with it. I can't play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu with it, of course. You know, I got to use the joystick for it, but
okay.
you know, like that game, I could play with like Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. I'm playing One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 right now, and you know,
That game was interesting. I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm off and on playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I'm just collecting. I gotta do the raids for the legendaries.
You know what's crazy about Pokemon? The mainline titles, I can't get back into them for some reason. Like on my Twitch stream, yeah, like like your gold. Well, I should say Gold and Silver. Gold and Silver is actually my favorite, but like your Sapphire and Rubies, your Black and Whites, your Sword and Shields. The main, I don't know, because I think after Golden, because I was a Pokemaniac when I was a kid, like in the early 2000s. Like, oh my God, I had like the big book of Pokemon cards, all the games, all that.
Yeah.
But I took a break after Gold and Silver, and I did not come back to the series until they, of course, remade Gold and Silver on the DS. I copped that and loved it. But the games after that, I tried to get back into it with X and Y. I couldn't do it. I said, okay, I put it down. So on my Twitch stream, I had somebody who kept requesting, a long time viewer, hey, play Pokemon Shield. Play Pokemon. I said, okay, you know what? Let's do it. Let's play Pokemon Shield. I played it from start to finish, and it just did not click. But what's crazy about it is I love the side Pokemon games. So stuff like your Pokemon Snaps, your Pokins, your cafe mixes, your mystery dungeons, all that. I love those games.
Yeah.
But the mainline RPGs, for some reason, I can't get it. I can't do it.
I like Mystery Dungeon, but the only thing about Mystery Dungeon is once you beat the game, everything just takes so long. Yeah. Like half the time when I was doing like the post legendary dungeons, I just fall asleep on it. Like, it's very long. But
I love the side games. I don't know what that's about, because I love Pokken. Like I love Pokken tournaments. It's so fun. And one of my most anticipated games is Pokemon Snap, the reboot. And I'm just like, I don't.
Okay. I mean, look, hey, everybody got their preference. I mean, I love the mainline games, man. I love the mainline games. It's crazy because I started Pokemon Crystal, and I actually had the Japanese version of Pokemon Silver. And then once I beat Pokemon Crystal, like when you beat the game, you go back to Kanto, then you're gonna beat all the Kanto games.
Yeah. See, I love those. Yeah. Gold and Silver, Red, Blue, and Silver. Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I guess I gotta go play Red and Yellow. So I went and I beat Red and I beat Yellow. And then like I remember the Mistingo glitch. I went back and did that.
I remember that too. Yeah. I remember that.
Did that. And then after that, it was Ruby and Sapphire time. I said, okay, let's play Ruby and Sapphire.
See, but I think Ruby. That's why I fell off, is Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, I played Ruby, but I don't even think I finished Ruby. I went and played Emerald. Now, Emerald was everything in one.
The enhanced port, yeah.
Like, honestly, I didn't really, and I played Omega Ruby. I played Omega Ruby. I played Soul Silver. I played Fire Red. I played Pokemon Black. I played Diamond, Pokemon Diamond.
Okay, Diamond and Pearl. Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl. I played Pokemon Diamond, and after that, I stopped. I fell off. I didn't play X. I didn't play Sun and Moon.
See, that's what I tried to get back in, was X and Y.
I didn't play no Black and White 2. I didn't play none of that. I actually have X and Sun and Moon. But it's hard to just sit on a game on a Nintendo DS and just play.
See, I don't mind playing RPGs on the DS, because I play Chrono Trigger on the DS. I play all the Mario RPGs on the DS. So I don't have a problem with that. I just get I think the problem that I have with the newer Pokemon games is they just kind of hold your hand a little too much. Like I remember like in Gold.
Oh yeah, they do.
That part I'm just like,
they do.
Fam, I don't want like a 2-hour, 3-hour tutorial. Like
No. I mean, I don't really see a tutorial to that extent, but I feel like they hold us hands with the level growing. When one Pokemon battles, everybody grows.
Which honestly, if I was a kid, and that I kind of back then you had to get experience share, and you have to attach it to somebody.
Yeah.
Now this just makes it a little bit faster though for evolution, so I don't have to grind as much. I kind of appreciate that.
I kind of miss the grind, man. Because
I don't miss that
because everybody look, everybody is like overpowered now.
Okay.
I can't go on. Like I tried building a team in Sword and Shield. I tried building a team where I could actually battle like somebody, who's actually competing in the Pokemon League. I'm just getting thrashed every time because they're just building so many strong Pokemon. I'm just like, yo, like this isn't fun.
Right.
Like I want to go face the computer now. I don't want to face nobody.
I dig it.
So
but yeah, Pokemon Snap though, when that comes out, that's definitely a day one cop for me because I have so many fond memories with the N64 Pokemon Snap. I'm so glad they're bringing that back.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Oh God, let's hope
it's pretty good. Let's hope it's good.
I'm so excited for Pokemon Snap. So many good memories to that game.
Oh yeah. I'm waiting for that, and I might actually get Pikmin in a couple months too.
Oh, Pikmin is dope. I just finished Pikmin Deluxe earlier. Well, I should say last year now, 2020. But I finished that like around October. Pikmin 3, it's good.
Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna switch it over to talk about movies, comics, TV, and so on. Okay. So, are you a Marvel fan?
I am a Disney fan at heart. So yes, anything under that umbrella, Star Wars, Disney, Pixar, Marvel, I'm there for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this. We're gonna stream away from what I wanted to talk about. Since you mentioned Star Wars, would you rather talk about the MCU or Star Wars?
We could do both, man. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so for the MCU, what are your thoughts on the new movies that's coming out?
I'm interested to see where they're going to take it. I think the one I'm looking forward to the most is definitely Blade #1.
Okay.
I was a huge...
Of course, I mean, like, we all Blade,
I was a fan of the original back in the day, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the reboot. Mm-hmm. I'm also very interested to see what they're going to do with the new stuff, because now that Disney has acquired Fox, now we can finally get a new X-Men movie. We can I know they announced a Fantastic Four movie.
Fantastic Four, yeah. But I don't think they're going to do
They better have Dr. Doom. That's all I care about.
I don't think they're gonna do X-Men too soon.
I don't know, that Disney, they've been kind of like, they've been accelerating this stuff out, man.
They have, but it's like, unless they can get the deals for the current Professor X and Magneto, like I feel like it's gonna be hard to recast them. Because they also like, because it wouldn't make sense because Deadpool's in their same universe.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean?
I didn't even think about that.
Deadpool's in the same universe, and Deadpool is a franchise. Like they probably going to keep Deadpool. I feel like Deadpool. It's almost like, do you think Disney would actually make a Deadpool 3?
Yes. Yeah. I think they said they're already going to do it. Okay.
Even with the same rated R rating?
Yeah. The thing is, I think it's a misconception that Disney shies away from mature content, because I think, because when it comes to acquisitions, a lot of people to this day still don't realize that Marvel is under the Disney umbrella. So the branding is totally different. So if they can come out with, what is Blade rated? Is that rated R as well?
Rated R, yep.
Yeah, so if they can do Blade, they can do Deadpool. I think that Disney, they're very aware the type of characters these characters are. So I don't think they're going to try to kitty it up so we can have like a Deadpool attraction at Disneyland. I don't think that's the goal. I think they want to stay pure to the source material. So I think Disney's going to do a phenomenal job with it. They're just going to let the directors do their thing and the fans are going to eat it up.
Okay. All right. So what seems more promising to you? Thor 4, Ant-Man 3, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange 2, Captain Marvel 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Heavy hitters, man.
Or Fantastic Four. Now, I didn't include the Eternals. I didn't include Black Widow, and I didn't include Blade, because you're probably going to be biased versus Blade, because you already mentioned Blade.
Yeah, Blade is my... Yeah,
Black Widow, Eternals, we don't really know much about these.
I need to see a little bit more of that before I can make a decision.
I haven't even seen a trailer yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. So...
out of those, I'm gonna say honestly, I have a thing for OP characters. So Captain Marvel 2 definitely seems like it's gonna be despite the hate that Captain Marvel get, I rock with Captain Marvel. She kind of let me down in Endgame with the one punch shit, but
I feel like with Captain Marvel, I need a little bit more. You know what I mean? I need her in like a troubling situation. You know what I mean?
She's like their Superman, right?
Yeah.
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 I have a thing for those type of characters, the characters who are like gods among us. So I really want to see them kind of explore the scope of Captain Marvel. Like, I want to see her fighter like intergalactic threats. Like, that's what I want to see in the next one. Guardians of the Galaxy.
I also want to see Nova in her next movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, that's gonna be dope. I love the first two. I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of like the comic relief franchise.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And I'm excited to see Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think Thor 4, that's gonna be promising as well.
That's
because Thor was kind of rocky at first until Ragnarok.
Oh yeah. Thor 1 and 2 was very rocky. Thor Ragnarok.
They got it perfect with Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, that was a redemption story. Now Thor Love and Thunder, that's a comedic relief nowadays too. You know,
I think they can make it work. Yeah, I think they kind of found their footing, and they got it. And of course, Fantastic Four, because I really want to see. It's time for them to have a good movie. Every Fantastic Four movie we had prior to this Fox acquisition has been terrible. So hopefully Disney can get it right with the casting, the pacing, make us care about Fantastic Four. Finally.
Exactly. Now the thing with me is, I love Ant-Man. You know what I mean? I'm a huge Ant-Man fan. So,
Ant-Man and the Wasp was dope. One of my favorites.
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp was all right to me, but I like the original. I just like the villain Ghost. Ghost was a good villain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I like the original because of like the setup and the emotions of his daughter. And obviously his daughter's older. So now there's potentially going to be 3 Wasps and 2 Ant-Man. I was like, oh man, they building their own little clan. Plus Ghost, who probably be working with them, and Bill Foster, probably working with them going forward. Like they have themselves a little mini West Coast Avengers.
Yeah.
Now, I like to see a setup like that, like East Coast, West Coast Avengers.
You think they're gonna do that?
With all the shows coming out, I mean, East Coast Avengers would be like, I feel like the headquarters would be led by Thor and not Thor.
Tony Stark. That's why he passed away.
It'd be led by Hulk and Rhodey. You know,
I can see that.
With Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, because he's going through a lot right now.
I'm excited for that too, though.
I'm sorry for that. Yeah, with Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, and then the West Coast with Casey Lang, Wasp, and just a whole bunch of other different things.
2 different divisions.
Yeah, different divisions. You know, and then maybe them come together for like a Young Avengers movie or something. I don't know, but I think I'm most excited for is Shang-Chi.
Really?
Yeah. Because I hope it's like a straight to the bone kung fu movie.
I don't know, man. Like I'm still kind of scarred by Iron Fist, the Netflix joint.
Yeah, but
I'm kind of scarred by that, man. I don't know.
But this is MCU. You know, they don't like. The last time we were let down by the MCU was 2011 with Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, I feel like they're gonna do their thing with Shang-Chi. And
we'll see.
If not, then people are gonna riot. You know.
You think so?
Yeah, people are gonna riot because they're gonna be like, yo, why'd you give me Iron Fist too?
Now let me ask you this, man. So with the MCU and all the things they got coming out, do you think that the hype for the MCU is as high as it's going to be, or has that kind of because I'm noticing people I don't as excited as they used to over like.
No, we're not excited as we used to be because we don't know what's going to happen next.
Okay. So
I feel like maybe in a year or 2 we will be more excited because we know what's to come. Now, the fact that they have Fantastic Four as the last one they listed on their slate.
Mm-hmm.
Some people predicted we may get Galactus in that movie.
It's possible. Very much possible. Now, if that happens, I'll be like, yo.
And I feel like that'd be a good new saga. Now,
I mean, you talk about the Celestials.
You're talking about the Celestials because we got the Eternals. They're celestial beings,
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
So it's like, what are we really getting? And I feel like Black Widow is back between the time period of Civil War and Infinity War,
which I don't understand why.
Or it's either between that period or after Captain America 2.
Which I don't understand why they would wait till now. You would have think they would have placed that right before Infinity War, because when, Scarlett Johansson, aka Black Widow, dies, we don't really know that much about her to begin with. So when she died, I didn't feel anything.
It made no sense. I don't even know why they didn't even release it last year.
Like, I don't get it. Like y'all should have put this out right before Infinity War.
They should have did what HBO Max did with Wonder Woman. Put it on Disney Plus for 30 days.
I don't know what they're waiting on. I mean, at this point, they're just sitting on it.
Yeah, and the Eternals was supposed to come out last year too. Now the thing is with Eternals, I feel like they're waiting for Eternals because they're trying to go crazy with it. But the thing is, we're not going back to the movie theaters anytime soon.
Nah,
we're not going back to the movie theaters. So there's no point in even waiting. But I feel like the fact that they're waiting on Eternals out of everything, they must have something in the Eternals movies that signals what this next saga is going to be about.
Yeah.
I heard one of the Eternals is the spirit for Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well.
Yeah. So it's like,
I don't know. And I know Disney, they pay a lot of money for these movies. So they want people to watch them the way that it's originally intended. Like, I could tell you, like, when I went to go see Endgame and Infinity War, those movies hit different on the IMAX screen for sure. Yeah. Like, I could not watch those movies in standard. Like, going from a standard screen to IMAX or the other way around is jarring.
Can't feel it that way.
So I think that's what they're really wanting people to experience.
Yeah, but how do you get people to go to the movie theater nowadays?
You can't. I don't think they planned for it. I mean, nobody did. So
but I mean, you just have to eat the cost then.
Oh, they're gonna get their money back. I mean, Disney hit record profits this year.
Yeah, that's because people were buying. They had different shows lined up, and people were waiting for these other shows. But I mean, we got WandaVision.
I'm kind of mixed about that.
Yeah, we got WandaVision coming out in a couple of days. Mandalorian did really good. I like the fact that they have Rosario Dawson, Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett.
Yep.
I was like, whoa, this is a good season.
But see, I came into Star Wars really late, so I don't necessarily have that same nostalgic connection to Luke Skywalker as some people do. So when he came up on screen, I was just like, cool.
I don't either, but it's just like, okay, so this is how I felt. So when I saw Rosario Dawson as the Jedi, I forgot her name, the Jedi name, but when I saw her as the Jedi, I was like, oh, the Clone Wars. The video game back on the original Xbox. Which
I never watched the Clone Wars, so it kind of makes me want to go back and watch that to get context of her character.
I remember playing her in the original video game, Battlefront 2, on the Xbox, the original Xbox. And then I saw Boba Fett, and I was like, oh, Boba Fett, episode 6, Boba Fett died, and Boba Fett also saw his dad die in episode 2. But we thought Boba Fett died. Boba Fett didn't die. No, he actually escaped and was in Mandalorian.
Right.
The reason why I was a little surprised by Luke Skywalker and Luke Skywalker taking Grogu was the fact that in episode 7 or 8 it said that Ben Solo killed all of Luke's students.
That's what I've been kind of reading about with the theories as well. But they're trying to say maybe Grogu went rogue prior to that, or he chose a different life before Ben Solo, or aka Kylo Ren, became a thing. So I'm interested to see how they're going to fit that into the canon as it is now.
Yeah, so like, people are looking at it like, oh, that's depressing. I
don't know, but we don't know if he was there or not. So
we don't know, but them. They tend to leave a lot of things up to your imagination.
Well, yeah. Plus, when you have movies that are already established, the writers kind of got to write around it to try to make it make sense. So
yeah. And honestly, I thought it was after, episode 6. And before the new movies, but I didn't even think they're ever going to show Luke or anybody else like that. So it was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
So okay, all right. Well, Olympus Gaming.
Yes.
You have anything else you want to add before we go?
Nah, man. I think we had a good first discussion, man. And I look forward to seeing what else you're gonna do with your podcast. And I'm always gonna be watching and listening. And props to you, bro.
All right, appreciate it. Yeah. Yes, so this podcast, we're also gonna put this on YouTube, aside from on Apple and Spotify. And, you know, we're just going to just, you know, keep doing more discussions like this. I want to just talk to people, you know, I want to talk to them about, you know, what they think about, you know, different things within pop culture, within movies, within media, and just within life, you know. It's great that we have this awesome quality. Like, I didn't think it was going to be this good, but hey,
right?
You know what I mean? I'm surprised. Man. This is taking me off guard, you know?
No doubt.
But hey, you know, well, I guess we'll see y'all next time. And stay tuned to more at Kunatics and at The Innovative Dream and at Icarus Metro Comic. That's my indie web comic. Olympus Gaming, where can we find you?
You can find me everywhere. Usually it's Olympus Gaming TV on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. But on my Twitch channel is Olympus Gaming YT. So yeah, I'm everywhere, yo. So look out.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. Take care.